How exactly? I'm guessing that. Oh. Yeah, I'll think of that another time, I guess. What's this? Huh. Come here. didn't work. I think, do I have a weapon maybe that will work with it? Maybe this. Darn it, that's not working either. Wait, is it? It might. Let's try. Nope. Maybe this? Maybe a fireball? Nope. No. I do want to do something with this. Level 70? Hold on. Cool. Yeah. Got it. Nice. Oh, 23 of them now. Oh, dang. Not. Ooh. Easy enough. Nice. Ooh. Hi, buddy. Oh, no. Easy. Okay, I wonder if my suppressor's high enough level now that I can go to that other area. Ooh, poof. And then reverse poof. Wait, hold on. Not yet. Reverse poof. Sorry guys, it's just something I do. Wait a second. Is that one boss here? Oh, no. I think he is. That big lizard, big alligator dude that likes to roll around and does a lot of damage doing it. Oh, not these sloth guys again. Oh, sorry, honey badgers, my bad. Why did I say sloth? Either way, they're annoying nonetheless. They are a big inconvenience. I can't go that way to get there? Huh, okay. Ooh. Ooh, a chest. I'm telling you, this is like Genshin Impact and Code Vein combined. Pretty sure most people know what Genshin Impact is, and some people might know what Code Vein is, but if you don't, I have done streams and videos on it before. So, you should be able to find it in my channel if you really want to know. Code Vein is more of a darker version. It's a fun game nonetheless, but there's an area where everything looks the same, and I spent days trying to find out how to get past it, and then I had to look it up. And the one area that I couldn't go because of there was a thing in the way that spawned a bunch of really OP enemies that all rush at you no matter where you are on the map. Yeah, no, that was annoying. I don't know why I reminded myself of it. That was not a fun memory. It was annoying. It took me so many tries to get through to try it. The only reason I kept trying was because I needed to do it to get out of that area, or to get past that area. I did not have the weapons I needed. I had to spend so much time getting stuff to upgrade my weapons. Ooh, a locked chest, which means there is a treasure guard and other people. Either way, easy. What's up, buddies? Ah. I am going such a roundabout way to get to my mission. Let's wait for my jetpack thing to recharge. Actually, let's go to Relics real quick and do something. Oh, I forgot I got that hand cannon thing. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. I thought it was something else for a sec. I remember it. Let me upsies. Come on. I know. One thing that is something that is very similar to Genshin Impact about this that I recognized, at least one of the annoying things to me, is the stamina bar and climbing. Come on now. Oh no. Ow. I'll be right back, guys. Yesterday, I went swimming at the lake. Well, originally we were going to do fishing, but when we put the boat in the water, and don't worry, I have a boating permit issued by the state of Texas. When you put it in the water, I do what I usually do. I start up the motor. I make sure it's in the water just enough to where it'll run fine, because it's shallow when you first launch it in that area. And so when I started it up, as usual, I didn't do anything different than we usually do. It started up perfectly fine, and then about half a second later, it stops. And so I make sure it's in neutral, and I check a bunch of things trying to start it up, and it wasn't starting up. My dad was when we put the boat in the water. My dad pulls off the ramp and goes over to the parking lot and parks and comes back. I had to call him. He didn't even make it to the parking lot before. I had to call him because, first of all, it was super windy. We weren't expecting it to have whitecaps so early. So when we saw a bunch of whitecaps in the water, we were like, we can't. Let's not try and cross and go to we're gonna have to stay along the shoreline and find a cove, because our fishing boat, it is not a pontoon like we used to have. Whitecaps are something you don't really want to go through. And so basically, when the motor cut off, I was getting my phone out and I was calling Dad, because the boat was being pushed around by the wind was picking up, which is what was causing the whitecaps in the semi-rough waters. I say rough, it's rough for a lake, at least for our boat. And yeah, I couldn't do anything. So when I was calling him, the whole time I was being pushed into the shoreline where we usually beach the boat, so that we can get on or off, or usually so Dad can come back and get on when he goes and parks the truck and comes back, because it is a much shorter boat, or a much more close to the water boat than our pontoon, and the pier is a freaking pain in the butt to try and get on the boat from. But yeah, we usually beach it and he gets on and then we go back out. Yeah, no. I didn't even get that far. I was gonna head on over there, and then it died. And so these waves are pushing me up against the beach. So yeah, and then we had to get the trailer back. We had to pull the boat in the or we had to put the boat on the trailer by hand. And luckily, it's a pretty light boat, especially in the water. So that was pretty easy. We got lucky there. And then when I go in the water, because we're going to be staying there for a bit, there was a solar eclipse, and we were going to try and see it, but it wasn't. We weren't really prepared enough. But we were going to stay there for a bit, so I got in the water, and Dad's checking out the boat. It's on the trailer. And I'm doing, and I look back, and I hear the motor started up perfectly fine. He didn't even do anything different than what we were doing in the water. It just started up perfectly fine. And actually, we were, to just double check it, we did it twice, or he did it twice, and it started up perfectly fine. We're like, alright, God just doesn't want us in the water. So I went swimming for just a little bit over an hour, and the water was still 80 degrees from summer, but I didn't realize that the air outside of the water was just barely over 60 degrees. And I couldn't get out of the water for I couldn't, like, when I was swimming, after a while, I had to stay in the, mostly submerged in the water. Obviously, I could go, like, neck above the water or stuff, but eventually when we had to leave, because of the fact that I was freezing, and, I felt like I was getting hypothermia. Mind you, it's been so long since I had been swimming, because when COVID hit in 2020, the gym that we usually go swim, or that I went swimming in every summer, it closed down. And so now that gym is still there. Thing is, it didn't get enough business. So when the COVID, everything dropped and people could actually go out and do things like at gyms, it had already shut down. It wasn't getting enough. It couldn't get enough money to run it through the whole lockdown thing. So we haven't been able to go there swimming because, it's closed down and everything. So I rarely go swimming in the lake when we took out the boat, because we don't do it like super, super often. Every weekend or two, maybe. No, every 2 or 3 weekends, we would take it out and do stuff like fishing. But, so I got really rusty in my swimming skills. Mind you, I can still float, if I need to, but when I try and do, what I used to do with swimming, when I wanted to move, I would do the whole kicking feet thing, and this typical stuff. I still know how to do that, but I'm so rusty that I can't do it efficiently. When I do it, I'm wasting more energy than I am getting far. So it was really hard for me, because I was basically freezing. And so we had to go, and Dad, the truck is probably, I don't know, it's a decent bit away. Like, I'd say maybe just under half a mile. We had to walk, less than that, like just under a quarter mile, I'd say. The thing is, I had, the air was so cold compared to the water, which I was acclimated to. I was suffering all the way there. it was miserable. Like, it felt like, so I had gotten acclimated to the 80 or so degree water because it was still decently warmed up from the summer. It hadn't been very long before we started getting colder temperatures, and so yeah. But the air outside of the water was around 60, lower 60s, and my shirt was soaking wet, and yeah, it was horrible. It's like if you so demonstration, if you like got a long sleeve shirt, like typical, nothing like suited for swimming or insulated, or not insulated, or outdoor activities, just a regular shirt, and you got it damp, like you doused it in water, put it on, you go outside in like lower 50 degree weather from your 72 degree house, and you just walk out there. That's basically what it felt like. It was miserable. It was horrible. It's like, nah, you know what? Not lower 50 degree weather for the demonstration. Let's just say near freezing temperature. That's what it felt like. Felt like I was walking outside in like -5 degree weather with a single layer of clothing on. It was terrible. You know, I chose a really bad place to try and spawn at. Do I have anything closer? Hey, Dad. So you know in Aeon, the whole Cataclysm backstory about the tower and how it had Aether and all that stuff, and then, you know, the Valar decided to blow it up?
Right. Spreading Aether all over everything.
Yeah, this game.
So now you can find it anywhere.
This game, there's a thing called the Cataclysm. I just took a picture of it. Look at the bottom. Look at the...
Cataclysm. On January 19th, 2624.
Look. Look, though. Read the rest.
The central Omnium reactor and the power of Francis exploded, releasing a massive amount of radioactive material into the atmosphere and subsequently spreading to the world through the air, triggering a global disaster.
You see how familiar it sounds?
Yeah, it does.
This is like... this is like a mix between Code Vein and Genshin Impact. You know Code Vein, remember? Like where I had a character similar to this with swords and big old weapons with a person coming along and you would fight monsters that... Yeah, it's very... Yeah, it's like combined with Genshin Impact, which is a very similar game.
So I think all of these games just feel consistent with each other's games.
I mean, kind of.
Pretty much. Oh, what a mess to get, Lord.